Where am I at? Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm Nick, and welcome to DooM Travelogue, the show where we say just because it's not a great idea to be going out right now doesn't mean we can't still explore new and interesting spaces. We're just going to do it in form of Doom WADs and level packs. Now then, um, I hear everybody's excited about a Metroid thing this week, and so I found, what I assume the whole hubbub to be about. We got this, what is this? Spram's Metroid Doom? I'm not a big Metroid guy. I don't keep up on the news with this, so I don't know. I figured let's take a look at this. Um, oh boy. Uh, Shout out to Spram. Let's listen. Today's a day. Let's just get right into it. What do you think? I gotta turn that down in my ears a little bit. Um, is that Metroid? Is this Metroid's homeworld of Metroid? What do I know? Uh, the baby. That fucking Boost Ball Guardian in Metroid Prime 2 is a good name for the highest difficulty level. Hey, if this is your first episode, this is a show about exploration, not about challenge. So we play on the easiest level available, and if need be, we'll turn on cheat codes to explore more of the level rather than get caught up on TDM or something broken or what have you. Boop. Alright, this is probably Metroid. Does this seem like a Metroid to anybody else? So... this is... Oh, hey. I love E. Alright, good. Are you a Switch? I tried playing Metroid Prime at some point, and it just did. Whoa. Alright, that's a pretty, telling me these aren't Switch? That's a good push wall noise. What? So what do you do in a Metroid? So I'm just gonna assume that Metroid ship has crash landed on this planet, and you gotta what is it? You need the vacuum cleaner, you need the moonshine, you need the game controller, and dagnabbit, what was the last thing? For real though, I really don't know much about Metroid, so like we've played some of these ports before. We've played a bunch of Mario, Golden Souls, and Golden Souls 2. We've played the Castlevania thing. But now we do Metroid. Ugh. And I don't know how to compare because I don't know, it's kind of wild. I like a Castlevania and I don't like a Metroid, which is really wild because in pretty much every other situation, if you have like same sort of like, oh, I guess we're going to need a double jump? Cool. What do you call it? If you give me basically the same thing, and the option is whether it has a fantasy, like, castle coat of paint or a sci-fi coat of paint, I will like take the sci-fi coat of paint basically every single time. See Dark Souls versus the Surge. The Surge is cool. I like the Surge. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Oops. Sometimes ninja coat of paint. I like that there's just... I guess they built a base into this section of the cave. Also, I'm trying to tell if these, if this sprite work is like... or texture work is sort of, tiles pulled from Metroid games, or if this is just in the style of... Ah. I've played a Metroid. What Metroid have I played? I played Zero Mission. I've tried playing Super, but it's never been able to, like, hold my attention for some reason. Also, like, it's got a wall jump, but I can never pull it off consistently, and that just frustrates me. And that might be it, actually. Well, there's a thing under there. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, and that's open now, too. Okay, but there's a thing over here? Got a real kick to it. Here we go. Normally you only get the respawning enemies on the hardest difficulty in Doom, but I guess it's... Well, so, it's weird, right? Because normally when we look at Doom, and this is part of why I look at it as like to me, Doom has always been sort of in the survival horror category, is because it's, any health resupplies are baked into the map, making them an extremely limited resource. But then the idea of grinding enemies for ammo works with specific enemy types, because, you know, what is it? You have two types of enemies that will drop, if I shoot it too close, I'm gonna hurt myself, right? Yeah, like that. Oh, not that much. Alright, I'll just eat it. It didn't do it anyway. Okay. So you can grind for shotgun shells, and you can grind for bullets. But generally, by the end of the game, you're not seeing a lot of those enemy kinds anyway. So then your ammo is also built into a map, making ammo and health finite resource at that point. I liked a little bit of platforming to get across here. I don't know why. It's a little bit, but it feels good. But in something like, from what I've seen of Metroid, watching it on like a GDQ or whatever, and not that, speedruns are usually not indicative of the general experiential gameplay loop of a game. It's a lot of words to say something. That's probably going to be an elevator. Ow! Hey, what's up? You got zoomies. Like, being able to grind enemies for health and missiles is pretty core, pretty is a necessity to the gameplay. So the idea of having to bring that over here does make a bunch of sense. Ooh. It's just, you know, it's interesting, right? Yeah, we're up to 20 rockets. Okay. Missiles. Ah! Alright, now we're in a green zone. What? I will also mention, according to the README, this is a sort of one-map WAD. So it's just one big map, so we can do the exploring and backtracking kind of things. But we'll see. Been through zones already. It's actually a pretty good room. It's dark. It's dark as anything. You can kind of see it on stream. But, this is where I get totally lost. Yeah. I'm not sure if I know how to get back to earlier sections, or... That looks like a switch. It's not! Stop looking like a switch if you ain't a switch. Unless... Nope. Okay. Well, okay. This was the door last time, right? There's a... How do I make this not just a stream where I whinge the entire time? Oh, right, we have a big map. Right. That'll be good. Okay. But there is sort of a pace, not like a pacing, but like a maybe a sense of progression to Metroid that I've always felt was a little, you gotta touch all the squares to get the thing. Hi, I'm a digital artist, so I do enjoy touching squares. Pushing them around. Sorry, officer, I am used to the speed with which we push boxes on the Sokoban. Still love that joke. Been saying that same joke for like 8 years. I still love it. Is it just getting darker? Ow! Oh, okay, don't touch that. What? Okay, fine. Oh, this is... Okay, this is zone. What was I saying? There's a pacing... Like, it might be a... Whoa! Hey, why? What's up? It might be a very specific presentation kind of thing that's... No, it is a switch sometimes! Ugh. Okay, but... What now? Do I just want to hop the short way? I just want to hop the short way. I did. Also in the REME, it did say that there was a very particularly dark area, and we might just be in it. We might just be in it. Oh, there we go. Gonna go into that deep dark, Zebis. What if a blast? I swear, at some point I'm gonna get this thought out. Pacing. There was always to me an element of like. Like intentional vagaries to a Metroid, like a little bit of that aspect of like, okay, well now I have a new tool. Which of the obstacles I have seen so far are the ones that this tool lets me get past? So you do have a little bit of that. Let me just go rub this against let me rub this new tool against a bunch of the things in the world until I figure out which one it affects, right? And maybe I missed something obvious. Maybe it was whatever specific Metroid game I played a long time ago. This was kind of my feeling with, like I said, I've played Zero and I've tried playing Super and Prime 1. That's the main ones I've even tried to put time into. Fusion? I guess I did play Fusion because I got opinions on Fusion. But like maybe it's just me, but I've always had an issue being like there wasn't a particular clarity about like, oh, you got the new tool, and I'm like, cool. What is this tool for? You know, and to me it wasn't immediately apparent. Like, oh, do I really have to rush down? Okay, rush down combos. Okay. I do like the shape of this room, the verticality to this room. It's very Halo 1 actually. But neat to see in Doom. And it could be, you know, the specific Metroid I played, but I feel like I don't know, the main thing to compare it to would be, you know, for me at least, a Castlevania, where it's like, oh, you see a grate, and it's like, ah, yes, mist could pass, and like, if it says it directly, oh, are these the Samuses? If I'm Metroid, these must be Samuses. Oh no! Okay. But in a way where like I don't know, like I find an obstacle, and when it doesn't really, you know, all right, that did something secret. Ah, there we go. When like the obstacle itself doesn't have, you gotta shoot the doors to open them, not use the use button like every other Doom. But like I don't know, like there's a specific thing like, oh, I see a wall with a crack in it, and at this point, you know, you play enough video games and you understand, this means that I will be able to blow this wall up when I come back with a bomb. And like, okay, so now I know I'm looking for a bomb, and or like it puts a bookmark in my brain that says, okay, when I find the bomb, this is where I want to come back to be able to explore this. But when you sort of abstract it and it's like, okay, this is a specific kind of rock that you need. Well, I guess, all right, so maybe in Super it's like there's like different tools allow you to interact with things in different ways, because it's like, here's a morph ball bomb that lets you drop a bomb, but it doesn't let you. What did that just do? Ow. Oh, we ice now? Should I just... I should just use this all the time then, I guess. Alright, I guess we need another switch. You know, like I said, maybe I'm just whinging, and maybe there's something, you know, obvious about those games that I just did not put in the time to notice, but... there we go! Oh, interesting. Secret there? No. God, which way do I want to go now? Oh, this is I mean, I have an ice beam, so I guess let's go this way. Okay, if you, somebody who I know enjoys that game, says it's arbitrary, then I will, like... Yeah, so like that's the thing, so if Metroid has, like, abstracted that a little bit, then it's not like right now, I just got this ice beam. I don't know what this is good for. You know, nothing necessarily says, you know, something we've already encountered, like those weird egg sacs on the ground, and then the egg sacs hanging from the ceiling, and it's like, neither one of those screams use missiles on me. It does work for one of them, and the other one I have no idea. And like, why would I get... Maybe Ice Beam will be the thing. Honestly, like, I'm just assuming that right now, because that's the only, like, obvious tool required dead end I can think of. And this is the only new tool I've gotten, so it's like... That's kind of the only one that's left up to me, but like it, like without the new tool, like picking up a specific bookmark dead end in my brain, it does feel like I'm still aimless. Like maybe that will be it, but maybe I still have to, you know, rub the new tool over everything in that that adventure game style I was talking about. And, like, yeah, it could be worse, but that's, like... I don't know. Well, that, yeah, so that was also the credit that I was about to give, is, like... If you can... I feel like there are things in Super Metroid where, like... So like I was saying with the morph bomb, it's like, okay, well the morph bomb lets you, you know, bomb one thing at the bottom and maybe do little like one height jumps. But also it's like if you can, you know, get real finicky with it, you can do like multiple bomb jumps. But it's like, oh no, there's actually a tool, like you can't bomb a ceiling. But then eventually you get a missile and that lets you bomb the ceiling. So it is this weird thing of like, actually it's not so much this arbitrary like key lock obstacle system, but it is this idea of like, it's like, no, all obstacles have the same solution, which is like hit it with an explosive. But this concept of different tools allow you to put that, and like I said, I don't know if Super really does that, but it, in my mind, a couple of things work that way, and maybe I just didn't catch it. But the idea of like, okay, here's a tool that allows you to, you know, put that same solution, but now in a different direction, or no. Oh, I hate that noise. Ugh. Or yeah, I think that might be what I'm thinking of. It's like, oh, you need like bombs to get through here, but eventually you get the like running dash, and it's like, okay, well now instead of, well, like it's that thing of like, first it's a complete obstacle, then it's a kind of tedious obstacle to get through, and then the final stage is, okay, we've given you a tool that just lets you get through it all the way. I'm not necessarily a fan of that style of upgrade path. Like, we go up. Okay, we gotta take the ramp. I want to say, man, okay, this map where you're not worrying about 3D overlapping levels or anything, this is way easier to read. You know what? A side-scrolling map is just as easy to read. It's fine. It's fine. Although this one, because it has a lot more detail about the geometry of the rooms, you know, when it's just a square on a map and it's like, well, it seems like I can go out the top of that, but is it locked? Is it a cliff? Is it I don't know. This one, it's just like, oh, hey, I get it. Again, I'm not trying just to whine about Metroid, but I'll say this has been fine so far. Like I said, the little bit of like arbitrary key lock kind of thing, but again, in a way that is like, it's very Metroid to me, so I'm not going to count it against it, because it's like working as intended, basically. I never even tried that door. Alright. Alright, I guess never mind. The one that I always think of, specifically with that upgrade path of like upgrades or quality of life improvements, is I always think of and not like this is like seminal, but it is the one that just like stuck out very clearly to me, was actually Nier Automata, because it's like, hey, you're gonna be fighting stuff, and as you're fighting more stuff and like getting into being able to handle groups of enemies, all the mats that they drop, oh, so I guess we're gonna be immune to lava at some point. All right, that's so okay. So like this, something that's gonna make me immune to lava, that's gonna be like a suit upgrade or something. This I can understand. That's all right. And so now I'm thinking like, good, there's a thing to check out when I'm immune to lava. All right, that's fine. Oh, but you watch, if that's not actually the upgrade that lets us do this, I'm just totally gonna miss it and forget about it. Okay, we're back at the start. Okay. Ow! What? I'm looking at the map. Chill out. No, this way was that weird outside bit, right? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. But yeah, the like near end game of Nier Automata, it was just like, hey, you don't need to stop and push a button to pick up the materials anymore. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, so it's not that, and it's not that. So, alright, still don't know what that is. That's still probably some kind of double jump we don't have. But you see, like this is what I mean. So like, I still don't know what this is going to be for, but I had to come test this. So now I feel like double aimless in a weird way, because it's just like, okay. Like, it does kind of like feel like homework, because when it's that, like, you can't tell what it's going to work on, then you do end up at this point of just like, okay, now instead of, you know, what was the dead end that this is clearly going to be the key to, it's like, okay, let me go over every dead end that I've encountered so far and try to remember what, there's something over there? And let me try to remember where they are and what I've tried on it, and etc., etc. It's just like, I don't think there's anything that wrong with it, right? Because at that point, like, people like adventure games. I don't know if people liked that part of adventure games specifically, but for a lot of people, like, it's not a detriment. I think it's my brain. I think it's just the way my brain works. I have a lot of, like, recall trouble, you know? I have that, you know, ironically for being an artist, I have a lot of that blank canvas ad nauseum failure kind of whatever. It's just like, yeah, no, I can... You give me a... Did I not finish exploring in here? No, I guess I went through that side and went, okay, there's a whole room over here we didn't look at. Cool. But see that's kind of what I mean. Just looking at it and going like, and here's what I like about. Here's where I think like the Doom engine is specifically helping with this, is because you can see places where we like looked and they dead ended. Here. This is what we were looking at. These are the places that have that weird hanging gunk in it, right? Or like there's a dead end. But you can see it's just like, okay, well, we didn't go all the way down there, but I can kind of look at it and I can say, okay, but this is the area. This is like very specific shapes. This is very, I know what that was. I know why we dead ended there. And then when it's like, okay, well, here's just a door we didn't open, but it's been marked. And it's like, okay, that's a red key door. I know to look for that when I have the red key. I kind of knew to check, like the reason I came over here and checked this was because since I never saw behind it, I just never looked in here. And so like, it didn't get bookmarked in my brain as one of the dead ends, because it wasn't. It was just another path that I figured I would check out. It's one of those, like, you know, in video games, you never check the main path first. You always check the shorter dead end and then go down the main path to get full, you know, completion. But in a situation like this, where it's just left door, right door, like, you can't make that educated guess about which is the primary path and which is the side path. You just have to go down one, and the one I went down turned out to be the prime path that just led elsewhere. I guess it funneled back into there, and I just forgot about it? I just forgot about it. I forget. Maybe that's where it's at. Is Metroid is a game for people who aren't as forgetful as I. Or maybe it is, or maybe, you know, maybe it's just, I don't know. It's the, you know, death by a thousand paper cuts. It's there is no one outstanding flaw that I can really, you know, string the game up by. But for the way I personally interact with it, it's just like, it's 1,000 little tediums and frustrations that end in maybe this game isn't for me, you know? But this one is Doom, so we're still playing it. Okay, now it's like a road trip. Now we check the roadmap. It ruined the game for me too, but it's one of those ones where like I have learned over time and much trial and even more error that like that's what comes up making it like that's where you accidentally ruin somebody else's enjoyment, you know, totally unintentionally. Like, I don't complain about the game to make other people see that it's, to, like, convince other people that it's a bad game. At some point, I've learned, like, it's just not for me. But when it's, you know, a bunch of little things that add up, like, it goes past my tolerance, you know, it goes past our tolerance. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. At that point, it is, you know, it's these little things. Okay, what do I check? Let's see here. Okay. So I'm kind of doing okay here in the sense of, like, here's that weird outdoor section, and we couldn't break those things. This is the lava cave leading up to it. This also had those weird things behind it. That also had the weird things behind it, I think. This is here. I think we need double jump to get up there. This is whatever this is. I guess that way goes out through lava. This one, yeah, that's another icky hanging sack area. I mean, this is already a highly modified Doom, but yeah, I don't know if the physics is going to let us be platforms, but also in all of these zones, like, the enemies are sitting on top of the platforms here, so that wouldn't help be platforms. And in those other two zones, it's actually going to be... Can I not destroy them with the ice beam? Okay, I can. I don't think there were enemies in those areas, meaning that there was nothing to turn into platforms. Okay, so we're here, and it turns out this is the starting area, is what this area is. I don't know how I was able to... I think I think of the starting area in Super, where it's the ship, and it's this big field, and it's... Video games should start in big open fields. This is what Sonic 1, 2, and 3 taught me. Alright, maybe not so much 3. Can I... If I right-click here, that's still missile. I don't have any sort of charge yet. There's a separate just fire missiles button. Went out that way, went out that way. That's a double jump zone. That's red key card. This was also double jump zone. That's red key card. So maybe I wasn't done over here. Oh, maybe that door? Did I not go through that door? Oy vey. Whiffs up close. Interesting. Yeah, because we look here. That one goes out. This one has the hanging creepies. Alright, maybe my memory's okay. Or maybe it's... Like I said, I think it's because on this specific... Because the Doom map is just like the lines and it is the geometry of the map, I think this is a lot better at helping you recall what the area you're looking at on the map is. Like, it even on the map, it shares the shapes with the area. Yeah, over there. Ah! Wrong one. There we go. Yeah, no, whiffs up close and Gaia drop, and yeah, it's time for all of that to make a comeback. I was thinking, I forget why we were talking about 12.3 the other day. I think so I could say 12.3 out loud again because I love to do that. But is that got netplay in it? Let me tell you about what I've been trying to do the last couple of days, and it's using RetroArch and its included netplay. Yeah, I just didn't go in here, son of a bitch. I feel like I'm on the borderline of being able to get Sonic Shuffle netplay to work via netplay enabled emulators. I'm so close. I'm so close. I would love to have that ready in time to be a what do you call it? An extra life block. But I'm getting distracted by how mad I am that this is a whole ass new biome that I totally missed because I just forgot to open a door. That makes me mad, and I don't think I can pin it on anything. It's just, like I said, it's just the way that my brain interacts with these things. Oh, a secret blue door, huh? Oh, it's not even on the map. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Hey, wait. Hey, wait. Okay, I was gonna say, blue door just means ice beam. And it's saying card, even though it just means, like, weapon. Yeah, I can jump and crouch, because, you've been able to do that. I don't know, because if you tried to do first-person morph ball, everyone would immediately get motion sick. Dap. You know, I haven't seen a single ding-dang Chozo yet. Oh? You know what I should do? I should quick save. If her name is Metroid, why can I see her? Me, I would put the secret right there. Whoa! Is this just gonna be Hotland, Hotland? No, I can walk in here. Okay. I feel like Ice Beam would be really powerful in Hotland, Hotland. Oh! This is the key to Hotland, Hotland. What? That's a good chunky explosion, I'll give it that. Yeah, get blasted. Okay, so that's a red door, I just saw it. I should at least poke my nose into every door. That looks like room too hot. Okay, not that way. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some sort of heat resistance patch. I gotta upgrade the firmware on the Varia suit. I gotta flip the Varia switch. Yeah, alright, you want one of those vertical tunnels? You gotta jump up? We here. Oh, it's pulsating a little bit. Oh, grody, good. Hi. What if you get frozoned? Hello. Thank you. We're up to 35 Miss you Isles. Being able to crouch and shoot is a little busted. What is this? Counter-Strike? Hi, my name is Metroid Counter-Strike. We've been here before. Nope. Okay, this is going to be a big map. Goodbye. Pow. It's pretty good. That's that doesn't feel right. I mean, also didn't feel right that I didn't get immediately swarmed by monsters. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah. That thing that looked like a door that I tried to shoot open. Turns out, rules still apply. See, like, I think a segment like this is fine, where you take this, like, you make this real mini, like, loop around to give you a thing, and then you have to retread and whatever. Like, doing it in, like, small chunks like this, I think makes sense. It's doing this weird chunk on, like, the meta level, like, the fact that, like, now we got it, so now the only one way to go is through, well, at this point, one of the, like, 3 red doors we've found. Oh, one of them is probably going to be the way out of here, right? Probably. It's like, yeah, okay, so, like, what we just had here is going to be the basic, like, framework of the entire thing, but just, like, repeated and repeated. But putting it on top of the entire map like that is, like, maybe that's the part where I have trouble, because then it's like, okay, now that I've done, like, the small chunked version of it, now my brain has to recall, okay, where in, like, the meta structure, where in the larger level, like, I finished this chunk, I put it away, but let me go search back through all of the other chunks to see if I do this again now. Maybe. I don't know. Whoops. It's a really good, like, uncomfortable freezing noise. Oh, I can push him. Goodbye. Alright, so they're not, they might not be platforms, but they are cover. Hey, why do you have some kind of, like, lava factory? Why do you have lava dogs who fly? I ask myself the same question every day. And don't get me wrong, I like this lava passageway. This has been a nice set piece so far. That might be kind of the other thing with it. Like when I think of Metroid, and I think of, like, Metroid levels, like, it all feels, maybe not like all of it, but a lot of those games, like, you have the different zones, right? Because it's like the different biomes, or whatever you want to call them, right? You have your little chunks, and each of the chunks has a strong, unique theme to it. But I never really got the feeling that, like, Metroid never really has, like, set pieces, except for, like, the opening of Super, or the very specific hallway when you go to fight Mother Brain, or something like that, right? Like, very rarely does it create a room like this, which has, like, a unique feature that only appears once. It's more than just, like, a tight corridor. It has, you know, sight lines and things to, and unique things to look at, and like, real landmarks. like the idea of like, okay, how much of this game am I going to play just by the map? Because like, yeah, the rooms may be technically unique, but they're all like unique. When you have a book of mazes, no one maze is really going to stand out unless it's like, okay, well, this is the maze that's shaped like a dog, whereas every other maze is a square, you know? Or like, here are the green mazes, here are the pink mazes, you know? It's just like, all right, but they're all kind of mazes. What did I just hit? What did I hit? Okay, I don't know what that does. Whereas in like a Castlevania, and this is what I think a Castlevania does way better, is like, it's like if I ask you, okay, what are the places in Castlevania? And you go, okay, well, there's the Blood Tower, like big lines. There's going to be a clock tower where there's going to be like gears and turning things. There's going to be the underground waterway, which is going to have like mermans and whatever in it. Is the, you know, the collapsing high parts of the castle. It's like okay, each of these places not only has like a unique look to it, but has, you know, unique structure and maybe some like and are like visual set pieces more than just like textures and colors, you know? It's just like, it's like, oh, this is, you know, a specific place, not just another place, you know? That's always a feel that I've gotten out of it, at least, is that it's like, oh, like Castlevania locations are way more iconic. The only time I'd really give it to that in Metroid is when they, I say in boss fights, but like I think the bosses and the boss fights are pretty iconic, but like not necessarily the boss rooms, you know? Oh, this has a limited range on it. I'm trying to snipe him and he's just out zoned. He's just gonna fly backwards, I guess. I like that the ball made of fire, when you freeze it, doesn't turn into a block of ice because it's already a ball made of fire. That's a nice attention to detail. Oh, this is like a lava room. See, like this is just a big lava room. This is a nice set piece. This kind of reminds me of that Half-Life 1 shit where you're walking around the big like reactor core tower. I guess when you're turning power back on, that seems like something you would do in that game. Seems like something you would do 6 times in that game. You? Are you an enemy or a pickup? Oh, you're gone now, so you must have been an enemy. I am currently in a cool zone. I am a fan. Is something happening that it's... Oh, you're happening! I mean... Okay, I guess in a way it is, like, fitting in that sense, because it works in that same way of, like, it forces wandering by not having, like it forces a feeling of, like, wandering and being lost. Like, it all feels very labyrinthine, because it is all... Oh, because it's all labyrinth. Like, is this a thing? Hi? Yeah, just rub every item on the new thing. Got it. Yeah, no, this is it. I mean, set pieces are a thing I talk about a lot on this. Right, we just got the red card, which means we're going to have to go somewhere else before we get the cooldown, the cooldown power up. All right, let's go elsewhere. I keep trying to open the doors with a button. I mean, Metroid do have this kind of moment, right? Where it's like, oh, we're going to have like a big elevator as you transfer between sections. And that really, like, that might as well be a title card. This noise in particular, it's just, because I have not played that much Metroid, the most I have heard this noise is watching angry video game nerd videos, because I guess, you know, in cooperation with Screw Attack. Oh, that's better. Alright, let's find some reds. Ah, hi. Chill out. Chill out, Bennett. Let off some steam. What? Oh ho. So many door switches! Oh, what are you doing to me? But see, this is what I mean. Like we've done this, like, you know, there's only one way to go, and when you get to the end of it, it becomes this weird, like, to me it's this weird thing where it's just like, no, this is linear. It only doesn't seem linear because they put the next steps of the path so far away from each other on this overall map that you have to do a lot of backtracking and or wandering, and it's just like, yeah, thanks for coming out. I'll be here. This turns out this might take longer than I thought. Big map. Which, hey, good on it. It's, I worry about you know, single map WADs, just in terms of like, okay, well, if it does what I always recommend of like, get in, say your gag, and get out, is that going to be too short? Or no, I want to go check that red door that I saw first, because it's the one I saw first. This is the, wait, which door was that? I think it was, no red door over there, no red door over there. I guess it's that one? I don't know, I just feel like, or it's a thing of like, and I think, you know, we've looked at and therefore talked about a lot of DooM levels that I think do this well, which is like, okay, if you're gonna be like, you know, 3 locked doors, here's the one open one that you can go through, like, you make that a loop, and you have that sequence dump you out, you know, with the new tool, with the new key, right where you're gonna need to use it, back at that locked door that it unlocks. And I feel like, oh, is this really, yep, sure is. Ah! Fine. Missiles have not been like an issue so far, especially because like I don't need to use them. Alright, I guess we go over there now. So back exactly where we just were. But yeah, you do that loop where it's like, yeah, no, you could kind of go anywhere, but it's going to give you the thing and then drop you back off in front of the locked door. Yeah, like the idea of just like, I think for me, and this is the thing that pushes me away from Metroid every time, it's that one specific step of, okay, I just got the new tool, where in the entire map is going to be the place that I use this. And also, like I'm getting right now, like I've just hit 2, 3 doors that I opened with maybe just the 2, but like I think there were 3 red doors, and the 2 that I tried first were not the primary one. But I mean, okay, this one kind of feels like the primary one because it's the intro to another section. So in this case, I did know, but it's just like, okay, well, sure, like okay, now I have a way to access a new thing. How do I know what the new thing's going to be? Like, I'd like. I'm not going to complain when like, or like that's the little thing, right? Also, it has the switch instead of a straight door. Like, if the loop around with a new tool dropped us at the door we need it for, then we know, okay, the door that it just pointed us, that it dropped us off, you know, on the sidewalk in front of the place, the door it dropped us off at, that is going to be the primary one. So then if you want to check your map and look back and say, okay, well, here are the other ones I've already passed, I can go, you know, optionally go back and check those. Okay, cool. And then that sort of like that level design is going to be your moment of, you know, knowing your primary from your secondary, and you decide, okay, am I mainlining or am I completioning right now? What mode is my brain in? But the way that a Metroid usually does it is just like, okay, you're gonna get your little loop, and we're gonna drop you with the key, and we're gonna drop you back at the start of this loop, at which point, you know, your mains and your optionals are all spread out far away from you, and it's not necessarily going to be clear. Like again, this door right here, just a totally innocuous door that leads to a whole new biome. That, I'm not gonna say it's unfair, because it was open. I just like missed it. But that's the thing, like a transition between biomes feels like, no, this is a big thing you should check out. Like Metroid, the part of the labyrinthiness of it, and the very like samey everything, is that like important things never really jump out to me. And it's like, oh cool, this door happened to be the one that led to something interesting. So you do get like the exploration reward surprise. But also it's just like, it feels kind of random. It's just like if that surprise doesn't work for you, and it's just like, all right, well, let me try this one. Nothing interesting seemed to be in there. I'll skip those until, you know, I need to go grind for something. Then you miss big things. It's like, optimal, like optimal player experience. Yeah, but in a weird way, it also like doesn't feel. In a way, it doesn't feel natural, because like a transition between like area types, a transition between biomes, feels like it would be a major throughway in terms of how like humans would have interacted with it, or in how things go. Like, it's not even a man-made thing. Look at the way that rivers naturally evolve through like erosion, right? Like, you get trunk and you get tributaries, and you can tell like, okay, here's the main, here's the most, here's the farthest reaching one. And like, maybe sometimes a tributary will become something else, but basically it's just like, no, there's main thoroughfares, and there's things on the side. And it's like, because like I'm trying to think, like, okay, let's say you're in this situation of like, you're cave diving, and then somewhere in the cave is going to be a crack that actually opens up into the shell of an impact site of some sort of alien ship billions of years ago that has been lost underground since, right? Okay, cool. So if it's something that has been found before, that is already a point of interest, which means previous like human interaction would have like naturally led that, because it's a big thing. But even if it hasn't been found before, like, that crack, you know, if it's going to be like the way in, like it's like the crack is probably gonna be like the main one, and it's going to be like it's you know, two masses of just like area. The like the Venn diagram of like where they come close, that is where the biggest, most interesting crossover between them is going to be, you know. um Maybe I'm making this up on men, and I'm trying to justify an argument I have or something, but like this is, I don't know, this idea of just like to me it feels more unnatural to hide something so big behind such an unassuming door. Like that's just like, if fucking Narnia, because this is literally what we're talking about, right? Fucking Narnia is through a random wardrobe in some dude's house. Okay, it's not just some dude, because it's like the magician's nephew or whatever. I don't know. I don't read books, but I know that there's a thing that actually is not some random one. There's a reason that it is that one. But whatever. Like, like there is a thing to that, right? That like it works both ways. Like, yes, this is an unassuming wardrobe with Narnia behind it. But because Narnia is behind it, it is no longer an unassuming wardrobe. It becomes this like center focal point for the juncture between worlds, and it becomes this thing that like everyone in the book cares about. Like, you know what? Maybe that's fine. Maybe if you had a Narnia game and it was the major function of it was going between worlds. Like, yeah, maybe just like going to an unassuming wardrobe would be a thing. I could see that in like, that's got to be a thing in like Oblivion, right? Where it's just like, oh, actually, in this one house, there's this one fork that if you try to pick it up, you go into a Daedric world. Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, I am coming at this very much from like a player experience side of it, and about like, because like, trust me, I think something like that is cool, and I think there's like there is value to that. But in Oblivion, a lot of that stuff is like optional, or there is this sense of like everything in like a Bethesda game is kind of optional. Like there's a storyline that they start you with, but if you just ignore that, or you consider that like just like the one side quest that you are seeded with, then like, yeah, kind of everything in those games is optional. Um, but at least, in a game like that, going to the Daedric Prince's world through a random spork or whatever is like a fantastic set piece reward that you are getting for checking out innocuous stuff. Whereas here in Metroid, um, it this innocuous thing was like a required way to go. I mean, at some point, like, I guess that also makes Metroid a weird thing, right? Because like it's not, exploring isn't necessarily optional, because exploring is the main verb in this point. Like, and like I like, well, again, you watch speedrunners, and to some extent, like, you know, by some techniques, large swaths of the game are optional at some point, right? But like, I think in this particular version, this Doom version, I don't think that's really going to be the case, because just like the work of porting, the work of it being a Doom WAD, the, you know, whatever. I should walk away from this noise, but I'm way deep in thought now. Um, and the thing that, you know, I guess part of the problem with it being Metroid, that's an unfair way to put it, but like finding the fluffy pink realm isn't the same reward as discovering the Daedric Prince's, acid trip sequence, Like, it's not necessarily a reward, it is just another space. More than that, you know, I needed to go there, so it wasn't even optional. So it's just like, it feels like, it feels like the exploration isn't something you're rewarded for. It feels like the exploration is something that is mandated, and there's rarely anything particularly exciting behind it. Maybe that's the thing. Like, because again, to try and make the comparison to Castlevania, like, I do like when I open a door and suddenly I'm in the clock tower level, and the clock tower is like this big set piece thing. I like a clock tower more than I like a fluffy pink meat zone. Which again, that's not a fault with the game. That just comes down to taste. So that's kind of where it comes from. I think you come out of the Daedric Prince sequence with like a wand that turns people into sheep. That sounds like a... Listen, the Oblivion is on Steam, and the next time it's on sale, I'm picking it up because I'm to understand that that's probably going to be way better. Oh, extra small. Crouch is not real crouch. Maybe there's a realer crouch. Let me guess, another thing. Yep. Okay. Folks, I'm not gonna lie. This has been interesting, and this has been one of my... Of the 4 Metroid games, I'm definitely... that I have... Or, of the 4 Metroid things that I have at least attempted to play, this is definitely in the top 3, and it might be a tie for which one gets pushed out. So, that'll tell you that. The rest are tied for 2. But I ain't gonna lie, at this point, if we hit, 4 o'clock, our regular ending time, I'm probably just gonna call it. I don't think I'm that interested in finishing this today. Because again, like, hey, yeah, this zone? Alright, we're in some sort of castle zone. That's kind of cool. It's kind of just like another mazy environment. Alright, cool. Whoa. Okay. Hang on, that might have been cool. Uh-oh. Okay, well. Oh, come on, dog. There we go. This way? Whoa, what? Oh. It's a really vicious sounding respawn. No, this is where I went before? Okay, so I hit a switch. Now do I just leave? Wait. I'm guessing this was a door that opened. Ah! I don't, like... A lot of this... A lot of this makes sense when you look at, like, NES Metroid, right? I'll give it that, because when you look at just, like, the technical limitations of the NES and sort of the, just, like, video game design practices of the time, it's just like, alright, yeah, you don't always have something to do in these games. Oh, am I supposed to try and jump around? Jump around? Oh. Alright, never mind. But it's just like, okay, what are we gonna do? well, we're going to have the green zone and the purple zone, and, you know, we're going to have these tools, and we can't really, you know, we can't really spare the space on the cart to put a lot of text to explain things. And, like, yeah, then you do other M, and you go way too far the other way, but there's a lot of, like... I'm not going to make the frickin' Dota 2 Courier comparison that is right on the tip of my tongue, although I guess I did just mention it, so I'm the bastard. But like I feel some of the like iconic, like some of the iconic features of Metroid games, I personally feel like they come out of restrictions or limitations that it was originally faced with, and that like just sort of design iteration over time. Whoa, okay, fine. This is a big interesting room. Okay. I'll admit it. I'll give it points. It finally did something I feel okay giving it points for. Wow, I'm just being a bastard, and I'd like to apologize for that. I don't mean to be, but I am. It's important to catch yourself. You call yourself out first, it cuts this thing of when other people call you out. It doesn't, though. Also, it doesn't. Shoutouts to that meta commentary gag from Bo Burnham's Inside. But yeah, I feel like... Oh, now something's happening. Here we go. That's a memorable activity. Here we go. Zoop! That's Zoop, baby! Okay, so it creates cover, but I guess it is still an entity that draws the vertical aim of your weapon because it's Doom. I will say that as a 3D platformer, this has been not painful. I don't know if I'd put enjoyable, but not painful. You know what? It's pretty good. Okay. Okay. Alright, I guess not. Ah! Big boy. But yeah, like, I don't know what that says. I guess there's a part of me that if it were the case that my most iconic trait was something that was defined and caused by my limitations and rather than by like any of my intentional decisions, I might be like embarrassed by that. Okay. Spread shot. Okay. Okay, for some reason, those are the spread shot doors. Boy, this shot sure does spread. I mean, I guess I'll never be happy then, right? Because if your two options are, alright, different. Like, if your two options are, like, different but not necessarily better, or better in a way that makes your original feel like artificial tedium to make the later things feel better, then like, okay, then what's the other option? Because if neither of those are allowed, then what do you do? Oh, this is a big blasty. Okay. I feel like there's gotta be something else to do, right? Like, start with something... Okay, because that's the thing, right? It's like... The thing has always kind of been, give you an item that recontextualizes the world, right? And say like, hey, this thing that you thought was unpassable, check it out, it's like totally passable. But like, just give me the good version of it, don't hold back the better version of it, so that way you have something to upgrade me to? Or like even if that's just the way that things progress naturally, I would love to know what that actually changed. Man, remember about like, make it so that it's clear what buttons do? Just really, like, The iconic thing is that it eschews sort of good practice designs that weren't there originally because they couldn't necessarily be done due to limitations, but now could totally be done, and they're just saying, nah, that ain't us. It's just like, really? Really? Alright. Wait, or is this a new one? I can't tell. This is different. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, this is the way out. Oh! Okay. Cool. Alright, so my best guess now is just going to be that if I have a triple shot espresso, I went out today and I did not get a latte. Is that a poor idea on my part? Do I really need that today? Welcome to the beepy zone again. Welcome to the beepit zone. I'm gonna assume that this gun is gonna let me shoot other hanging WADs. So, time to go back to the start of the game and shoot some WADs. Blech. All of this being said, like I said, I'm trying not to just whinge about Metroid the whole time. I'm probably failing, and I'll apologize for that. But like, this isn't me just poo-pooing Dread ahead of time. Listen, I'm done with the gag for this show. We're more than halfway through this. I'm done with that gag of not knowing that Dread is coming out. Listen, I have enough Dread in my life, thank you. And so it's another Metroid I will avoid. Oh, avoid the droid. Wait, that's also different. Avoid the Troid, first of all. Makes... This... Pizzeria owners hate him. This one weird Troid stinks your pizzas. Now I'm just entertaining myself. That's let's try this way. Nope. this way. If we go, let's hop up here, over here, and it's this one. Folks, you know me. I like to run around and jump and shoot in like nice big areas that are easy to traverse, good sight lines. And even when a Metroid does an outdoor area, it connects two caves and it still feels like caves. So I ain't gonna lie, like I'm impressed by this so far. Like, it is doing a lot of very Metroid-y feeling things, and that's cool. And I'm curious what else is in this map. But it's really... But everything I discover is more missiles I don't really need, or another sort of themed but again labyrinthine maze that I'm not really interested in seeing. It's like this one, there has been a couple of moments. So like I said, this castle area that, God, where even is it? It's over here. This castle area that we were just in, where it was, you know, moving pieces up and down, that was neat. No, that's a hot zone. I'm not ready for the hot zone. That place where we dropped in to get the red card, that felt nice because that was a nice little chunk. Just like, I feel like I can tell what the rest of this is going to feel like, because it's going to be more mazy sections, you know? Like... And again, they're going to be unique and different, but not in a way that I can really foresee, like, feeling like a reward for optional exploration, or for even just like mainline playing through the game. And like, again, maybe that's just me, maybe it's just things that I'm not interested in, maybe y'all out there are. But the point was, yeah, you know what? Maybe that's part of the thing, is like, I'm generally not one to be like, oh, games need to give you something, but there is, like, I get this big sense when I'm playing a Metroid game where it's just like, what's the point? I wander around this maze till I find my way to the next maze to wander around, and it's like, I guess wandering that maze just really doesn't do anything for me. And you know what? That's fine. That's... Hey, if you're looking out for Dread, go enjoy it. I'll watch it, and you know, I'll watch my friends enjoy it, and what have you. But all of this is just an exercise in me sort of explaining why I'm not interested in it, as though I need to... Man, why would I feel like I need to defend my lack of interest in it? That's odd. That's an odd thing to recognize that I feel. Huh. Okay. That's, interesting. I do not know where were we not done in here? I assume we did that because it... looks like we've... Except for maybe that, whatever that... Did something open up in a place that didn't necessarily look like it opened up? You know, it's like I was saying with adventure games. There are people who enjoy that process of rubbing all of the things against all of the other things. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Chase your bliss. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to join in enjoying that with you. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, let's... blow that little dude away. Alright, this way... Sure. Throw my ass into the sky. Okay, we hit that. That's what made that one come up. Right, we blasted through here. Yeah, okay, just a... This is a cool set piece. This is a cool transition. Like, there's some cool stuff in here, but, like... You can do cool things. I guess the story here is like the castle's been overgrown? No, not this way? So this way. There we go. Oh, were you kidding me? Well, that stunk. I'm still gonna say there's nothing wrong with this platforming. Okay. Oh, I got a roofie one. But not like a roofie, like, hang on. Take that back. Yeah, alright, this looks cool. Okay. Oh! Hey, we finally have a boss fight. I was wondering when that was going to happen. So can I just... These rockets have a lot of kick on them. Sorry, missiles. Is this like a unique enemy? Has this occurred? Has this guy occurred in a Metroid before? We got a Varia suit. Yeah! Varia suit was even the right one. Ah! Okay, Root Boy's down there. I don't think I need to deal with them. Now we deal with the heat zones. Alright. Now it's not deadly, now it's just an orange fog. There we go. This is... Oh wow, this is the sort of intro transition to it. Okay. Cool. Now we can deal with heat zone. And we can also test if that also applies to lava. See, this is smart enough using the little lit plants as your little breadcrumbs in this otherwise super dark zone. That's just a big open pit. It's basically like the antithesis to Breath of the Wild, you know? Alright. Science time. I'm going to touch the lava. Lava hurts. Alright. That means... Oh god, it was over there! I keep trying to backtrack all the way over here, and it's never over here that I need to backtrack to. I guess it has done a pretty good job of letting me know, like, hey, this tool that we just gave you, here's one example of the thing it's used on. And so if you don't see that thing at the time that you get it, then it's not for that. Alright, I mean, I get... Yeah, no, I have to give it credit for that, because it is doing that right. That's not a bad way to handle that. Because at that point, it is sort of being clear about use intent. Even if it is, you know, arguably being super arbitrary about the mapping between tool and lock. Key and lock, whatever you want to call it. Nope, this is also the wrong way. I need that stupid side door. Shoot doors. Yeah, no, I'm here for like another 20 minutes at least. Have not thrown a controller yet. I got a spread shot. And we just got the Varia suit, so we're going to go check out the hot zone. What was that? Oh, it's a fluttery. Oh, and we fought a boss. That was neat. We can't touch lava yet, but we can touch the hot fog. I don't know if this was like a new dude or an existing dude. He had like claw hands? Does that narrow it down? Oh, it's a lava variant of the spitter plants. That's cute. Biodiversity is rad. Is this a new spot? This is a new spot. Alright, good. Good. Hi. Bye. Yeah, this is new. I would like to be a new elemental form of worm. Hi! Get froze. Hey, remember when we were over there before? This Half-Life ass looking. Now we're up on the thing. This is good. Remember seeing this mountain? We climbed it. Climb's not the word I really wanted to say, but I'm really close to my swearing quota for the stream. Listen, I'll swear to be an intensifier, but not just for the sake of being lewd. Ah, dang. Oh, hello. This is where that Smash stage was born. What's this place called? Zebedee's? Zebedee's Nuts. Alright, I'm guessing this is the new way. Nope, this is the new way, for sure. Ah! Ah! No touch. Yep. The last time I played a game where you had a freeze thrower that shattered the enemies in such a satisfying way was Duke Nukem 3D. So congrats, Samus, for being the best thing since Duke Nukem. It's like I'm trying to end Metroid at this point. I swear I'm not, but that's just what the math says. That's just how it works out. Oh, stop it. Stop! Stop! Everyone stop being everywhere. This is also what I say every day when I leave the house. I'm kidding, I don't leave the house any days. Oh, is this? Oh my god, that's so much map left! This has barely been half of it? Oh my god! Wow! Oh, wow. Yeah, alright, we'll play a little more, but we're definitely continuing this another day. Wow! That's a lot of map! Wow! And what a good time to tell me! Wow! This seemed like this is what a final boss fight arena and then escape sequence is going to look like. Alright, that looks like it could be exciting. That looks like you walk into some kind of hellmouth. That's kind of cool. That connects to a base. Oh yeah, we built a new military base inside of a hellmouth? Why would you do that? What would you do with a hellmouth? We don't talk about that on main. Alright. Well, I'm glad I took this detour, because, oh my gosh. I'm surprised that little room wasn't marked as a secret. Oh. Wah! I love these little fire puppies. That looks like a... No, that's the blue door I can't open, but there's a door over that way? Would they be dying faster with it? Stop that! That's the thing, I don't like it when you do it. Told you, not in public. Excuse me? Okay, but secret door first, real quick, please. Right, I need to remember to just put normal asks. No, you should hit the fire puppy with the ice. It's Raucous, it's jump too. Jump. I wonder if it's gonna double jump me or if it's just gonna make me jump higher. Whoa! Oh! I do love an underwater zone. Okay. Oh my god, there's gonna be a third key. Good. I love how every little recharger has like the power box attached to it. I like that. That's a nice little or I think there was one that didn't, but in general. Ah. All right. Welcome to Blighttown. Yeah, you see now this feels like this really reminds me of the part of Metroid Prime I played. It's like, yeah, you're gonna like go outside and be outside, and you go from like an interior into a cave immediately. It's just like, all right. It is jungly looking though. It's a good looking cave. These both look like they could be main paths. I am so glad I have the full map now. I won't be whinging about that anymore. I just get to look ahead and see like how much passes it. Oh. Put your ASMR goggles on now, please. What's it with these DooM WAD latelys and just violent fish and shaggy 2 carp? Yeah, there's probably going to be a power-up that's like, hey, you got underwater jump. It's like space jump, but it's just sea jump. And any upgraded version is sea jump 2021. Ah, some sort of Hestia. Theme of Waterworld is pleasant, though. Oh, this is calming. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I can't do anything with this right now because I'm guessing having to jump up there is the way out of here. So, back up the ramp we go. Ooh, some sort of starburst zone. Whoops. It looks like a petri dish. Is that just me? I swear it looked like a petri dish. So I picked up a med kit. Where did I get a... Or is it calling the little... Okay, so each of those little purple dots is considering a med kit. Alright, cool. Yeah, apparently this, like... Even though this came out in 2018, it was... Yeah, that guy! That's who our boss was! This big dude here. I don't know what he is. Frickin' gone now is what he is. That's Teen Metroid? Gross. Puberty hit Metroid hard. No wonder he wears that suit. Nope, can't reach that yet. Okay, that looks like a staircase. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh boy. Now then, is this intentional or is this cheating? Either way, you'll never stop me, coppers. Oh! Not real space. You know when you have to save scum a platforming section? Alright. Oh, what? I thought there was more up over here. Get across? So that looks like a real door. It is! It opens! Man, how rude would it be to make doors that open and everything, but were totally inaccessible and were just decorative? That'd be so rude. I love it. So where was that staircase of things I saw? Can I stand on this? No. It was just that bit. Okay, well, okay. You. This is not where we came in. But it is going to wrap back around to one of the double jump areas that we couldn't access before. And considering that this looks one way, I bet this has to be where we get the double jump module. Sure looks like Metroid upgrade in here. No, it's not! Ah! Oh wait, I missed the whole last door. I keep doing that. There we go. You like boots? Space jump. Wait, does that mean I can just... Alright, we got double jump. Now we're fucking playing Metroid. Holy shit. Video games are over. I have double jump. Yeah. I hit the roof. I found the roof. Oh, You know what? We got double jump. I saved it. I'm gonna call it there because we got double jump, and we're apparently like only halfway through the game. Whoops! Why did my camera disappear right there? This happens sometimes. Or is it my whole? It might be my whole OBS that messed up. Well, no, there we go. Okay. Anyway, I think that's a fantastic place to stop. We're about halfway through. We got double jump. That's entirely going to open up the game. Now it's going to feel like a freaking Metroid game. We can go anywhere. Double jump is one of the best abilities in any video game. I don't even know why that's so true, but it feels extremely true. I need to think about that a lot more. Double jump is incredible. All right, that's going to do it today, folks. I want to thank you for joining me. I want to thank you for hanging out. This was, I want to apologize when most of this episode has been me whinging and working through why I don't like Metroid that much. But this is a cool little mod, and I am going to come back and try and finish this, because even if I gotta go a little longer next time, I might be able to finish it in one more episode. And it looks like I got nothing against Metroid. Like, I don't think it's for me, but I usually try to give it a fair shake because there are things about it that I can appreciate and like. Just not this weird, like, the adventure game rub everything on everything else because some of the key pairs are arbitrary. That's a new connection I made today talking it out. Always nice to have you around. That's gonna do it. Housekeeping. Extra Life is in the works. If you're watching this live, oh, did I put a link down below the player? If not, I will. And if you're watching this on the archive, hey, you could probably still donate right now. Because, like, starting from whenever I sign up till the end of the year is when you're able to donate. More on that again soon. We'll get to that. But for now, thank you for joining me. I had fun. I hope you did too. And until next time, get your vaccine. There's no reason not to. Stay home as much as you can. If you do have to go out, wear your mask. Your mask protects others, and their masks protect you. Wash your hands. It's just a good idea. Hygiene is still maybe better than sliced bread in terms of inventions. Lift the voices of the oppressed. Recognize the difference between people who are oppressed and people who are just claiming that they're oppressed. Don't tolerate intolerance. Neutrality isn't real. It supports the oppressor. And the rule that underlines the rest of these rules is take care of one another. I'll see you next time.